Welcome to this other presentation today. We have Francesca Marangoni. You're going to introduce the book that you have worked on. So you can share, if you want, you can share the presentation of the book, which is a very special book also. It's quite interesting. It has quite an impact on the way we show up as coaches and the way we see coaching.
Yeah, thank you, Christina, and thank you, everyone. So I hope you can see my presentation. Okay, great. Yeah, so today I want to present to you and to talk about this book and whatever created in my mind and in my perspective about me and about coaching as well. So the book is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it has deeply impacted me because it's changing my life, basically, and also together with all the work that we're doing with Christina, all the perspective that I have about coaching and how we can impact other lives and our lives. So starting from the title, what does this mean? So basically, breaking the habit of being ourselves, it means that we're so used to be who we are on a daily basis with all our routines, our habits, our thoughts, our patterns, that most of the time we forget or we're not even aware of who we can become and the amazing version of ourselves that we can create and that we can actually become. And this is true for everyone. It's true for ourselves as persons, as coaches, and it's true for our clients. So it's also one of the things that I love about coaching, that I'm loving, and one of the powerful traits about coaching, that is the powerful source of working together with our clients in order to dismantle certain habits and in order to dismantle certain limiting beliefs and certain ideas that we have about ourselves, about our realities, in order to be able to create a new self, a new version, a new future, and a future that is amazing and beyond our imagination. So this is one thing that I truly love. But how can we do this? We can do this by partnering, because by partnering, we go from the present situation where we feel stuck, where we feel confused, where we don't understand where we are, who we are, what we want to achieve. And by partnering, by this amazing force and the infinite resources that our client already has, we can go and create new ideas. We can create a new path. We can create a different and powerful future. And we can create an evolution, basically. We can create and shape a future self for the person. But creating a different person, a new self, means to changing basically our life. It means to change our own energy. And it means to shift our thoughts and our emotions. Because the way we speak, it's basically that our mind communicates through thoughts, but our body communicates through emotions. That's why both of them are so powerful and important. And this process of creating a new self, it's an amazing journey, as it is the one of coaching. So it is about becoming co-creators together with the client. It is about reprogramming our brain by learning new emotions and new thoughts based on who we want to become. And in order to do this, it's important that our body and our mind works in an harmonious way. Because, for instance, just thinking positively, just repeating affirmations day after day, it's not enough. we need to connect both our thoughts and our emotions. We need to be fully aware of who we are and what we are in order to actually change our life and to create a new self. And here there is another powerful thing that I love about coaching, which is coaching helps you and gives you the amazing opportunity to practically delineate and shape your future. It's not just about talking. You can actually, the client has the possibility to practically define what it wants to do. And so to do this, we need to break the habit to be able to get to know ourselves, our current self, we are in this moment. We need to be able to listen. Because as we said, most of us are not even aware of our own habits, of our patterns, of what we do on a daily basis. It's like we're running with this program and we're not even aware that what we are doing daily. So we have to be able to listen. We have to be able to give space, to give silence, to welcome the client in his moment. And here I would like to share with you also an expression that Christina introduced to me, which I love, which is sawubona, and it's used in South Africa to greet other people, which means literally, I see you. And then Christina, please interrupt me or correct me if I'm not saying it correct, but like it means I see you. So it's to acknowledge the other person's presence and affirming their importance. And this is another thing that I love about coaching. That's exactly what we do, is to see the person, listen to the person in his wholeness, in this present moment as it is. And so at this point, I would like to ask you, not only as coaches, but also as persons, what does listening mean to you?
Quite a question.
If I may, obviously there's a lot to say about what listening is, but I think one thing that is that has expanded a lot about my perspective on listening is that it's an active thing and not a passive thing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I spontaneously think also about some kind of invitation to really invite you to be in the space. I'm interested in you. You are important for me. You are maybe the most important person right now for me in the whole world, just in this moment. That is, if I can mirror that to somebody, I think I listen carefully.
Yeah,
I can add that, sorry.
Sorry.
I can add that some people, or I was thinking that that the listening is the kind of passive part of communication, but it is very, very active part of communication to really listen what we see on your screen, on your presentation. This is very active activity.
Right. Yeah, thank you all. It's true, like, and I love this. It's true, like listening. Maybe sometimes we're not even aware of how deeply we can listen, and it's something that we also learn, I think, as coaches on a daily basis, like new way of listening. Listening not only just to the voice, actively to the person, as you all said, but to the entire person. So thank you. Okay, and now I'd like also to say that when we listen, magic happens basically, because what happens is that we become aware, and we we have to get to know our old self. We have to unlearn what we were used to be in order to unleash the energy to create a new self, in order to be able to have the power to create a new life, a new personality. And this creation, this is another thing that I love, like, and it's the creation phase comes from a behavior of wonder, of contemplation, of possibilities, and of reflection. And so in order to do this, we also have to know that the client has to be willing to do this. It has to be open to go through this process. But we as coaches, we can ask to the client some powerful and open questions. And by doing this, we're giving the opportunity to the client to answer to some questions that he wouldn't even ask to himself, he wouldn't even think about. So we're giving the opportunity and the possibility to the client to think about his reality in a different way. And the client has the chance in this way, by the new answers, to spontaneously basically create a new mind. And so here again, I'd like to ask you another very easy question, which is, when you started listening to yourself, which habits did you become aware of? So what listening has brought to you?
When I listen to myself, I often conserve, I don't know if it's the right word, I conserve a feeling. If I am in a feeling that I like very much, I try to conserve it. I listen to myself carefully and conserve the feeling. And next time when I'm in a situation where it's a problem or something that it's tough or not so funny or what it is, I try to pick this conserved feeling that I listened to earlier in another situation and try to remind me of how I can feel if I have another mindset. That is one example.
That's powerful and useful. So thank you.
What listening brought to me was really self-awareness, Francesca, and getting to know me more and more in more depth. You know, everything that goes with what drives me, what makes me happy, what makes me sad. So it's really a key to my self-awareness, if that makes sense.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, the thing which comes to my mind is when we start listening more to ourselves, we don't have to always learn only positive things. It might be sometimes, oops, yeah, I'm really like this. Okay, but it's important to know it, to be aware about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Francesca, I will add my contribution. Your question made me think, and I want to add the fact that when I started listening to myself, it was through my development as a coach, and I still do that, and I started to become more aware of my needs, of my basic needs. So it is a great gift that listening to myself has brought to my life.
Thank you. Yeah, to all of you. And I'm going to answer to the question as well, because, yeah, linked it to what you said, Christina, as well. Like, I'm learning to listen, to start listening to my needs, and also, as we said, to the bad things, let's say, to the things that we don't like about ourselves. It's something, it's easier, let's say, to do it with others. So truly listening to ourselves, yeah, it's bringing me a lot of awareness too. And yeah, so thank you for all your perspectives. And now I'd like also to say that in order to actually be able to change your life, we have to talk about the importance of action, because we saw how thinking and becoming aware, how important they are. But in order to unlearn the old self and to be able to welcome the new self, we need to take action. We need to actually do something. And here comes the power of neuroplasticity, basically. So it's the possibility to create a new mental level. And by taking action, we elevate ourselves. And we elevate ourselves above our current limits, above like our limiting beliefs, about what we think we can achieve. And we create new amazing futures and new amazing person. We can create our new self. And to do this, basically, we're doing this by taking action. We are trying new experiences, and trying new experiences let us create and experience new feelings. And that's what basically, where the magic and the power comes. And so we have also to praise the importance of emotions, because emotions are vibrations, and through vibrations we're attracting. And so we have to create new self, we have to switch basically the logic that we normally have. So we have to go from an idea of waiting an event to happen, to feel a specific emotion, to stay in a certain state, to feel in a certain way. I have to go to choose a specific thought, to choose a specific emotion, to choose to feel that emotion in order to attract the event that we want to happen in our life, in order to attract the person that we want to become, in order to attract the future that we want to create for ourselves. And so when we do this, by doing this, basically, we have to be able to teach to our mind and to our body to focus on the present moment. So to be grounded. So we don't have to stress for a future that hasn't happened yet, or for the past that is gone. We have to be able to stay in the present moment and to be able to choose what we want to become. And by doing this, so gratitude and celebration comes in, because the combination between thoughts and emotions creates an electromagnetic field. And so that is the one that attracts our reality, the events that we want to create, that we want to make it happen in our lives. But to achieve this, basically, other than consciously choosing what we're thinking and the emotions that we are feeling, we need to be grateful, because gratitude is the way, is the signal that we give to the world, to the universe, to the electromagnetic field, to say that a specific event has happened in our life. That's why gratitude and celebration are so important. And so we also have to train to feel gratitude in order to allow these events to happen. And this is also why celebration and gratitude are so powerful, and why they're so powerful also in the coaching sessions and in the coaching practices. And so, but with this, first of all, I want to thank you for having listened to the presentation, But also I'd like to conclude this by asking you, what are you grateful for as coaches, as persons? And thank you.
This is another important invitation that you are offering on. So while you are reflecting, we can share a bit about that. If you have anything to share that you want to express your gratitude for.
Me? So
Everybody. You sent the invitation to us.
yeah.
Vincent, you open your microphone.
Yeah. I think one thing that I definitely truly appreciate about the coaching process is this opportunity to partner with a person and to let be invited into whatever they are thinking about right now, and being allowed to know more about them and really hearing what's on their mind and how they're thinking about it and so on. It's very beautiful to be in such an intimate space with another person.
I have to say the same thing. Sorry, Christian. I was going to say the same thing really as Sebastian just said. It's being part of the world of a client during the session that is amazing, and I'm very gratitude to them, really, and being in the moment with them, being part of who they are, and I think it's an amazing experience. I think.
Jill, you open your microphone.
Yeah, I think I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to be completely curious and learning on a regular basis, like on a daily basis.
Thank you. I'm grateful for everything that I learned from all of you. These moments are precious. All lessons or all one-to-one or group meetings for me are precious moments that I'm grateful for. So this is one big thing that I'm grateful for today.
Thank you, everyone. It was powerful. I really liked it, and I'm grateful for this. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation, Francesca, and